How to deploy WordPress on AWS in 15 minutes under a free trial. What we cover in this video is like how to do EC2 setup, installation of PHP, WordPress and MySQL into EC2 instance, and adding the basic securities. First of all, we go on EC2. We launch one instance. So you can select Amazon Linux, AMI, and the instance type we are just going with a T2 micro. We need to create the key pair. I already created one. I'll show you how you can just create. So basically you just need to add the name of that key pair, WordPress key. Okay, so I'm installing PM. If you have a putty, then you can just use ppk. I create that pair and the key will get downloaded in the system. Now I'm going to use this new key. We need to allow the SSH, HTTPS and HTTP, as we are hosting the website, WordPress website, so we require HTTP and HTTPS as well. Under a free tier you can get a 30 GB of space, so I suggest go with at least 15 GB, so that will give you a little buffer, like you can just add videos, images on your WordPress as well, on WordPress blog. So that's all. You don't need to do much configuration on it, so you just launch. Yeah, so it's in a pending state. You can see the state over here. Okay, so it's starting running now. You can click on this instance. We are going to install the MySQL, PHP, WordPress into EC2 instance. So first of all, we need to connect that. So we can just go to connect with that particular instance. Once we connected, we need to update first. Let's see. Yeah, it's updated now. Then once we update the DNF, we need to install the PHP database and the WordPress. But in this Amazon Linux 2023, they are not supporting the MariaDB, so we need to upload into the server. So let's do that. Okay, so we have updated that. Now we need to run this thing. Now we are starting Apache and MariaDB. It's done. Now we need to secure our database. So we need to enter the current root password. I think that's no. We are just setting up the password, so we just need to press Y over here. Okay, so we need to change the root password. Yes, so we are entering the new root password. So the new root password, default there is a no password, so we need to set up the password. So we want to remove the anonymous users, so yes. So we are disallowing the root logging remotely. Yes. Remove the test database. So also we want to remove the test database, and we want to reload the tables. So yes. Now the database is configured. And to see if it is working. So our password, I'm entering the password. Yeah, I can able to log in over here. Now I need to create the user for WordPress. Okay, so first of all I create the database. Okay, called WordPress. I create a user and adding password. Okay, so here I'm just adding the easy password for now, but you should be entering the strong password over here. Now I'm granting the privileges for that user, and I'm flushing and exit. So we have created the user database and we set the password for that. Now we need to install and set up the WordPress. This is the main part. So here we just go into the temp folder, then we are downloading the latest WordPress version from their website. Okay, so you can see the latest website is downloaded. We need to unzip that. Once we unzip, we need to copy that folder. Let's see, is it there? Yeah, so you can see the WordPress folder is created. We need to copy that folder into our var/www/html. So here we move the folder over there. Then we change the ownership of that folder. We give the access to Apache, ownership to the Apache. Now we are changing the file access to 755, and now I'm moving to that particular directory, and now I'm creating the configuration for the WordPress file. So they already have the WordPress config sample.php, so we are removing the sample, so you can just able to update that. For that we need to update the details over there. So basically you need to add the database user IDs and password. Okay, so let's do it over here. So we just need to open that sudo.nano.wp-config.php. So once we open, you can see there's a database name. So we already created the database with the name of WordPress. Right, we created the username. We created the username with wpuser, and the password we use is this. It's not that strong password, but you should give a proper strong password over here. The localhost, you can just remain the same localhost only. And to save this, you need to press Ctrl.O, and to exit from that file, you need to click Ctrl.X and enter. Ctrl.X. Okay, now that file has been saved, and we are done with the creation of installation of WordPress over here. Now we need to see it is hosted on that IP or not. So you can just copy that and you can just paste it. Yeah, bingo, our WordPress website is installed on this IP. So here's a few more steps you need to continue. You need to enter the site, you need to enter the okay, so this is not a safe password. This is we are doing only for testing. You can see it's a search engine visibility. Whenever you start developing a website, better to select that, otherwise incomplete pages will got listed on Google. The suggested is like you need to select this checkbox, because it will not list your incomplete pages on Google search engine. Okay, so let's install it. Okay, so you need to log in once again. So okay, so you can see the WordPress website is loaded over here. You can change the themes, activate that theme, so it got activated. You can see the new theme is got activated. I'll show you like how you connect the theme with DNS as well. Route 53, you just need to go with the Route 53. You can just create over here. You can see the domain is here. Okay, as you remember on the last video we connected to S3. Now if we just connect the fasttrack.com to our WordPress. Okay, so for that you need to click over here. You need to select a record. You need to copy this IP. You need to paste it over here. You don't need HTTPS and all, and you just need to say create record. Okay, it's already exists. Okay, so we need to remove the previous one. We need to delete that. Okay, once we delete this, we can just create a new one. So we need to copy this IP and we create that. Once we create, it will take time to connect with that particular IP. So let's wait for a minute. Yeah, it's in sync now. So if we go on track code, our website is live now. If there is a specific topic you would like me to cover, let me know in the comments. I will be happy to create a video on it. Thank you.